The 2017 Subaru Forester is a popular crossover vehicle thanks to its spacious cargo area, reliable reputation, and fun-to-drive handling. But how does this compact SUV fare once the road turns to soft dirt, deep ruts, and log crossings? We traveled to the Ridge Motorsport Park in Shelton, Washington to find out.
So here we are in the 2017 Subaru Forester. We're at the Northwest Auto Press Association's annual Mudfest. This is when we get to compare 27 crossovers, SUVs, and trucks on off-road conditions. And with me is Chuck Ballard from Subaru, who's going to be taking me through the steps with this 2017 Subaru Forester. Now, which trim level is this one?
This is the Touring, so this is the top of the line trim level.
Okay, Touring. And give me a little overview on what XMode is.
XMode is like the conductor of all these great instruments. Once you engage it, it controls your throttle on your engine, it controls the all-wheel drive system, the transmission, and also the VDC.
Okay.
So all those work together in ascending and descending. So I mean, we have hill descent, but there's also, it helps you with your climb too. It'll reduce the throttle, its main purpose is to keep the wheels from slipping. Okay,
and unlike a lot of Subaru's competitor vehicles in this space, the ascent and descent, the approach and departure angles are actually pretty shallow on this car, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to give that a try here on the challenge course, and we're going actually not on the easy course. We're taking this on the hard course, the one that the Jeep Wranglers go over, right?
Yep. All right.
And this will be okay?
Yep. And to engage XMode, all you do is hit the button.
I hit the button.
All right. So you see it light up.
I see it.
And it also, you have your screen here, it'll tell you what's going on with the wheels.
Okay, that's cool. That's a pretty steep grade. Wow, it's pretty effortless though. Okay. Now, one of the big issues with this course is also clearance, and the Subaru Forester also has excellent clearance, right?
Yep, 8.7 inches.
Yeah, 8.7. I mean, there's some rigs that claim to be serious off-road rigs that don't have that amount of clearance. Logs are okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're gonna go over logs with this thing now. Sure, why not? Oh, it looks like they're getting rutted. We're still okay with it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does this have underbody protection of any kind? I mean, we don't have skid plates on this.
No, we don't.
Okay. Although, if you want skid plates, 20 people make them.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I use the primitive skid plates. I like those ones. Paul's a good guy too. I'm just waiting for the clank. I'm not hearing one.
No, it's gone through a few times and haven't heard anything bend or break.
But the thing with off-road courses is that they kind of devolve over time. The ruts get deeper. So even so can we do? Is this far enough to do hill descent control on this?
No, when I did it, I made sure I kept my foot on the brake.
Okay,
so.
We're just going to keep our foot on the brake. Can we do the hill descent control?
Oh yeah, it works great.
Okay, great. So this is really steep. I mean, we're to show you my beverage, we're really steep right here. I can see the ground. No scraping. That's really impressive. I mean, why doesn't Subaru do that as the marketing campaign for the Forester?
That's why we got another Forester.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
It's badass.
I mean, the fact is this is stuff that Jeeps do. Now, granted, Jeeps can also do more advanced stuff, but most people don't even do this extreme.
Yeah, we were basically 90 degrees.
Yeah. So now we're going over the Moguls. What this does is it kind of levers. So we'll have a hump on the left and a hump on the right, hump on the left. And what it really does is it checks ground clearance. It also makes sure that the all-wheel drive system doesn't break down when it's confused because of a free spinning wheel. Some of these can really confuse the Haldex systems where they're just nope, I'm done.
Yeah, too much for me.
Yeah. I'm gonna lift a wheel here in the back because that's extreme. So I saw some of the Jeeps going over here. Can we go over there?
Oh, we could certainly give it a shot.
You're not. No, we're not going to do that.
Scratch that. It's really good.
Nah, it's tempting.
Yeah.
No.
I saw that the Jeep's wheel scraping the fender. So
exactly, yeah. Even the Jeep is scraping, that's extreme. And this is even though you know, he works for Subaru. It's still not your personal car. You'd have some explaining to do if we came back with this one bent, right?
Yeah, I'd fall back on my PR skills to figure.
Okay, can we do the slant?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna take this. How high can we go?
I'd take it up to the marker there.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it like completely drops out underneath us here. Now we're still in X mode, and the all-wheel drive system is like having a party on the dash. It's like telling us lots of stuff is going on. Now, I want to get to the peak here, and I'm gonna stop. Now, normally you would crawl through, but this is where I give you an opportunity to show you, that's the beverage there, right? So let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna turn out, and it's gonna go ka-chunk. Lifted up that rear wheel, I know that. Okay, and through the deep stuff. Man, it's like easy.
Yeah,
like super
effortless.
Okay, and then
you can take it from the outside.
Yeah. No reason to dent the paint.
No, I'm talking about like right through the mud.
Oh, through the mud. Oh, you want me to go through the deep stuff? Yeah, let's do it. Love it. Okay, now we're going to go to the hill descent control system test hill. This is a very large rock pile that has a gradual ascent, but then a hard turn down into a very slippery, slidey spot. Now, for people who aren't aware, there is a huge difference between just putting your foot on a brake and using a hill descent control system. Do you want to explain it?
What it does, it monitors the throttle and the braking with the ABS system, and also the all-wheel drive, with the goal of like not letting the wheels slip the entire time. So you have this nice smooth descent.
But most importantly, it does it on a wheel by wheel basis. Yes. Whereas when you're hitting your foot on the brake pad, with the brake pedal, all four wheels are braking at the same time, right? So it really optimizes traction in a way that you just cannot replicate with a single foot pedal, unless they built a car that had 4 foot pedals. Right. But then you need to grow 2 more feet, so that's not going to work. Okay, so up we go here. Now I can't see anything. All I know is the fact that there's some markers here telling me that there's a drop here. Now, lots of cars have gone on this already, and they might have dug it out a little bit, so it might even be more extreme than last time you went on it. So we're still good with doing this?
Yes.
Okie doke.
Feet off the brake and the gas.
There's one wheel up. Oh yeah, foot off everything, right?
Yes. Stuff to get yourself over to the car.
Right. Man, I don't know why you were so nervous, Chuck. That was easy.
I was white knuckling it the whole time.
Well, cool. So that's the Subaru Forester. We were testing out X mode here at the Newapa Mudfest, and I mean, it did great on the extreme course. Granted, we're not like burying it deep in mud and digging it out and all this stuff. Getting it stranded was not the test. It was just testing out very specific features. And the Forester did a fantastic job. Now, I guess the question is does like the Crosstrek and even the Impreza, I mean, can they do the same kind of a thing, or what's the difference there for people who don't know?
Okay, so with the 2018 Crosstrek, the automatics will have X mode as standard equipment.
Cool, okay. But the sticks won't?
Correct.
Okay.
So it'll have the same capabilities as the Forester and the Outback.
And then, but like an Impreza, what would be the downsides of taking that onto a course like this?
Aside from the ground clearance, you won't have the X mode to help you out on the descents.
But the ground clearance is a big deal. I mean, because those things are like an inch lower, aren't they?
Right there.
Yeah. So they have good ground clearance for like snowy roads, but it really affects those departure and approach angles pretty severely. So you're going to be ripping bumpers off.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Anytime, my pleasure.
This has been fun.